A legal service for vulnerable working women is at risk of closing because its federal funding is no longer guaranteed. The Northern Territory Working Women's Centre has been operating for 20 years, but now faces an uncertain future.
The Working Women's Centres in Darwin and Alice Springs provide support and representation for women who have problems at work, such as unfair pay and conditions, sexual harassment or discrimination.
It's definitely a service that I do recommend for women to use if they, are having any workplace issues or they need some general advice.
Since their inception, the centres have been funded by the government without the need for a competitive tender application, but that's about to change under a new federal funding model.
We get $400,000 per year from the federal government, and that represents 70% of our core funding. Without that funding, there is no way that we can operate the level that we do at the moment.
The government says the centre can still apply for funding, but there's concern it will be overlooked in favour of other programs.
We don't believe it's right to cut resources from organisations that have assisted women not being bullied, not being unfairly sacked, not being treated badly in the way in which many women have across this country.
Because we are mums, grandmothers and sisters, and we stick together, and we would like you to look at the tendering processes, waiver that and give the Women Working Centre back what we should be getting.
If the tender application isn't successful, federal funding will cease in January. Diana Damjanovic, ABC News.